Welcome to Wild Breakaway with Ben Clymer. I'm Audra Martin. Tonight in St. Paul, two teams, the Wild and the Stars, hoping to make a push back into the playoff picture. They had to battle it out. Not much cooking in regulation, but that just led up to a thrilling overtime period. Unfortunately, the Wild come up on the losing end of it. They have to settle for a point heading into the holiday break.
Well, that point is important against a Central Division rival. And the Minnesota Wild maybe didn't have their A game, but one player certainly did. That player, Devan Dubnyk, that is a positive this team can take out. Devan Dubnyk, who maybe didn't have his form through much of the month of December that he would have preferred, certainly took a big step in regaining some of that confidence. And that confidence in the goal crease is certainly something the Minnesota Wild are going to need as we head into 2019 and most importantly, towards the postseason.
Yep, so here's a look at tonight's final stats. It was the Wild out shooting the Stars. These two teams have two of the best power plays so far in the month of December, but they go combined 0 for 7. But that, of course, means the Minnesota Wild now extending their penalty kill streak to a perfect 9 games, 20 for 20 on the PK in that stretch. It was Jason Zucker tying things up with 2 minutes to go in regulation to force overtime, but Alexander Radulov gets it done with 10 seconds left to go in the extra frame.
I just looked up at about the 12-second mark and I said, okay, who am I going to put for the shootout? Because I figured it was done. You know, I mean, Radulov was just trying to get off the ice. He couldn't skate another, because when he had the 2-on-1, he couldn't skate at all coming in there. But I don't know. It's frustrating. We hit the crossbar. They hit the post. We have 3 2-on-1s. They have 3 2-on-1s. I mean, it's exciting for the crowd, but we would have liked to have seen it go our way, for sure.
So now the Wild will have 4 days to enjoy the holidays with their families before getting back to work on the road. More Central Division showdowns starting with the Chicago Blackhawks and then an early Saturday game with the Winnipeg Jets. But the Chicago Blackhawks, after really a brutal first part of this season, seem to have figured things out. They're 4-1-1 in their last 6 games, averaging 3.5 goals a game in that stretch. So things certainly back on track for the Chicago Blackhawks, who aren't that far out of the playoff picture. So if they turn things around, we know how dangerous they can be with that talent on the roster.
Yeah, top-end skill like almost few teams that are on the outside looking in have, and certainly with Joel Quenneville being jettisoned from the bench, that is a notice sent across that team. They're starting to react.
Yep. Well, the Minnesota Wild will, again, take the time to move on from this one and enjoy the holidays. We hope you all enjoy the holidays as well. Merry Christmas. Hope everyone has a safe and exciting day with your families. We'll see you in a few days. Until then, for Ben Clymer, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.